Angel Reese had her 8th straight double-double yesterday as she continues to set the WNBA rookie record. The Sky finally beat Caitlin Clark's Fever for the first time in 3 tries. The Sky are now 6-9. The Fever 7-11. The Fever have 22 games left. The Sky 25 games left. So, Paul, even though Caitlin is a prohibitive favorite to win Rookie of the Year, can you see Angel catching and passing Caitlin over Angel's final 25 games?
Yeah, I can. But, you know, she will have to do something that's historic. I believe, and I think she's on pace. Let's just say she runs the table on these double-doubles. Let's say she put together about 15, 16. Breaking the record as a rookie? As a rookie? Like, think about as a rookie breaking all-time records?
Yep.
I mean, you do something like that, you got to be in the conversation. I mean, come on. I mean, you just have to be. CC has the advantage. I call her CC now, Caitlin Clark, because she has the ball. She controls her own destiny for the most part every single night, whereas Reese's game is really predicated on her effort. You know, they have to get her the ball, you know, for the most part. You know, you can kind of devise up defensive schemes to slow down Reese, whereas with Caitlin, she controls her own destiny. So there is a path to her getting there, but she has to continue to play at this level, you know, with her rebounding, her defense. If they can continue to play better, Chicago, maybe make the playoffs if they continue at this rate. Hopefully, if they make the playoffs, they made it last year. They were 8th seed. So I do think there's a path for her to win Rookie of the Year. You know, obviously, Caitlin Clark is going to get the majority of the TV time, so we're going to be more pressed to vote for her. But there is a path for Reese if she continues at this pace. I mean, because what she's doing, it seems like she's getting better. It seems like she's getting more comfortable. And it seems like they're going to her now a lot more than they have in the past. So there's a path for her, and I think she can get it done. You know, maybe there's a situation to where we can see a co-Rookie of the Year, because I don't see Caitlin slowing up, and I don't see Reese slowing up to that effect, because, you know, the way she plays with her effort, and she's very entertaining off the court, her interviews and stuff, and I think she's going to garner attention, you know, whether you like it or not.
So what are we basing this off of, Skip? Are we basing it off just watching both of them play, although the games are totally different games? One is an assist machine and a three-point shooter. Another one is an in-the-paint rebound, you know, rebounder who just goes and crashes the board. So if we looking at just the game and the points and all that, then they pretty much even. Because Angel Reese is scoring 13 points a game to Caitlin's 16.
Yeah, not bad.
Okay?
Yeah.
She's getting 11 boards a game. Caitlin's getting 5.
Yeah.
The assist total goes up, but we don't expect for Angel Reese to have any assists. She get 1 or 2, 3 a game. All right, fine. And then when you talk about shooting, they both have 40% from the field. So that's...
And Angel's tried 3 threes all year and missed all 3 of them, but she doesn't do that.
So the games are different.
Yeah.
That's like saying, well, Shaq is this way and Paul Pierce is that. Of course. But they both are effective for their game and what they do. So if we're looking at it purely just from that standpoint, and we take out the momentum of Caitlin Clark coming from college and into the pros, and now all of a sudden on Sunday, Angel Reese has caught our eyes because of the 25 and 16. So she certainly, with 25 games to go, can catch her, maybe not pass her, but catch her from a momentum standpoint. And once you get the momentum behind you and people's vision of that 25 and 16 stays stuck in their heads, people will start to bet on her. Now the odds will go up for her and come down. They'll take that money from Caitlin, put it on Angel, then it'll shift to some degree. Winning also helps in this situation. And the fact that she has a different type of personality that will now attract attention.
It will.
Because guess what we're doing?
Like positive attention as opposed to negative.
Exactly. Where people like, she said, I got the dog in me. People are like looking at that now, go, look at her, oh, I like that. Yeah, I like the way she approaches the game.
Yeah.
So that energy that she is pushing will now start to get that attention. It won't just be about, and this is what she said a couple weeks ago, I'm here too. It ain't just about her. I understand y'all want to push Caitlin Clark, or CC, as Paul would call her. Y'all want to push it, but I'm here. Don't forget about me. And she continues to push that out there. And now all of a sudden the media and everybody gets that. Chicago starts to win some games. over the next 25 games and we start talking about these double-doubles consistently, those eyeballs will go. She's probably the rookie of the year, especially if you're looking at the statistical closing, finishing of games, something that Caitlin Clark hasn't done. She just struggles at times in games where she doesn't take shots, she doesn't do certain things. And if she's not hitting the big threes and making the highlights, then what?
Agreed.
So I think she can catch her.
Okay. I do too, unless you tell me the ballots effectively are already in, that they've been cast because of Caitlin's ratings impact, her attendance impact. You can't argue with that because I do have to give her more credit than I would give Angel for the attendance and the ratings, right? I don't still, I can't quite sort of compute it in my head why it's happening, but it is happening. And she is a force of a draw, which is why she can sit there before the game and say, why wasn't this in the United Center? Well, next time it probably will be. Okay, so now let's dig a little deeper into these numbers. Caitlin Clark, as we speak, has 100 turnovers so far. That's 37 more than any other player in the whole league. That's pretty bad.
In 18 games?
Yeah.
100 turnovers in 18 games. Okay, so I'm just evaluating so far what we see. What do we really see? 100 turnovers. She's averaging 6 a game. Okay.
6.
Well.
Yeah.
All right.
6 a game.
Now let's look over here. And by the way, Caitlin's starting to heat up from 3 because for a while she was in the low 30s. She'd have bad nights, but last night was yesterday was a good day for her. And I don't doubt by the end of the year she'll get up to 38-ish or so, which will be pretty respectable. That's what she does.
Yeah.
And her assists are spectacular, and even you buy completely into her ability to pass the basketball. It's pretty special.
Yeah, it doesn't limit her game.
Okay. There's something special going on with Angel Reese that I don't think I've ever seen before. Her ability to offensive rebound is something I can't think of. Maybe you can, but I can't think of a male counterpart, a male equivalent as an offensive rebounder.
Dennis Rodman.
But was it offense or just rebounds? Because I covered Dennis Rodman, and I don't remember offense. I could go back and pick it apart maybe, but Angel Reese, she has 71 offensive rebounds so far. That's 20 more than any other player in the league. Okay, so that's the flip side of Caitlin's turnovers is that she's rebounding their missed shots. She is dominating because she is crashing. That offensive rebounding, as you well know, it's just desire.
It's just,
it's just, I want that ball more than you want that ball. I'm coming after that basketball, and I'm going to crash on our misses. I'm going to cancel our missed shots because I'm going to get the freaking basketball, and about half the time, I'm going to go right back up with it and cash it in for us. Okay, so she's canceling out a lot of bad trips down the floor. Okay, on just rebounds alone, she's second to A'ja Wilson, and it's not that it's 11.6 a game for A'ja to 11.1 for Angel. Well, I'm respecting that. Like Pat Riley said, no rebounds, no rings. Well, she's getting you high-level playoff caliber rebounds, right?
Yes.
Yet on the defensive boards, if I compare Angel to Caitlin, Angel's got 96 defensive boards. Well, Caitlin's got 89 defensive rebounds. Okay, it's 96. She only has 7 more defensive boards than little Caitlin. Caitlin's 6 feet tall, and she's 6'3". Well, so she's doing most of her damage on the offensive glass. I don't know. Again, I love Dennis Rodman. You don't talk about 6'7" below the rim rebounder. I've never seen it like it. He was all about anticipation and will, but he could anticipate the carom, the bounce better than anybody I've ever seen. And maybe Angel can too, okay? Yeah. Okay, so the point is, if I look at offensive rebounds, Angel's got, I said 71. Caitlin's only got 9 offensive boards, so she just crushes her there. But on the defensive boards, it's kind of even between those two. My point being that you called off the numbers. They're close enough that I think Angel's in the race. I mean,
absolutely,
and especially it matters to me that for the last 6.5 minutes of that game yesterday, I saw that dog come out an angel because she goes 10 points and 5 boards down the stretch. She literally took the game over. She grabbed it in her bare hands and said, this game is mine. And over the last 638, Caitlin did next to nothing, okay? I value that. So with 25 games to go, even though Caitlin is a prohibitive betting favorite, I got to believe that if you're objective at all about this, if you throw out the ratings impact and all that, well, if I'm just going basketball to basketball, is it a race? Yeah.
Well, that's what I said. That's why I ran off the numbers. I'm like, you just talk about basketball.
Basketball.
It's close.
Okay. If you're doing, I don't even know, is popularity, does it factor into these things? What's your experience with this?
I mean, it's a combination of the thing is the reason she's more popular because based on what she did in college coming in. And her game is a little easier on the eyes.
Yeah.
You know, we like seeing the three-point shot. I mean, we've fallen in love with it since the Steph Curry Warriors dynasty just made it a championship look. And now we're seeing it on the girls' side. And you know, she's going to be the favorite because of that. But if we just break down the basketball aspect of it, a number of things got to play into it. The numbers, obviously. But just say